Most guys are completely wrecking their testosterone without even realizing it. You can get the supplements right, you can get the training right, you can get the diet right, but if you do not fix your sleep, you're going to have low testosterone. I personally get elite quality sleep after having bad sleep for quite a long time when I was younger. This is the exact protocol that I use, my clients are using, guys inside the High Testosterone Blueprint are using. This stuff works for absolutely every single man. If you can watch this video, you're going to learn exactly how to get elite quality sleep, and I'm also going to give you a free 7-day high testosterone reset protocol, which I've taken this sleep guide straight out of there. You can go and download that after this video. First of all, we need to understand why sleep is important for testosterone specifically. So testosterone is produced in our sleep. So pretty obviously, if we don't really sleep that much, we get poor quality sleep, we're going to produce significantly less testosterone if it's where our body primarily produces it. And then we've got luteinizing hormone and gonadotropin releasing hormone. These are the hormones that signal testosterone production. These signals are made in our sleep. If we don't sleep, we're going to signal less testosterone production. Poor sleep increases cortisol, which is our stress hormone, which lowers testosterone. And the reason why is because testosterone and cortisol have the same precursor. You're very stressed, your body is going to prioritize stress hormones because it prioritizes survival over hormone production. And understanding sleep rhythm is cortisol. We don't want to keep it low all the time because we need it to literally get up and get out of bed. So it's going to be high in the morning and you want it to follow this natural rhythm. But the problem is guys now will have high cortisol in the evening, low cortisol in the morning. And this is the reason you can't get to sleep and you can't get out of bed. It's an awful paradox to have. It's an awful mismatch of sleep hormones. Then we've got melatonin, which is high at night and obviously lower in the morning because this is what allows us to fall asleep and stay asleep. And our body runs off the circadian rhythm, which you can think of simply put as like an internal body clock. It's how you operate and release hormones at a certain time of day. And when this is misaligned, you're going to have, your life's just basically going to be all over the place. I'm going to show you how to optimize this as well. Say we had a misaligned circadian rhythm, you're going to have very high cortisol in the evening. You're going to be wired in the evening at night. And your melatonin production is not going to be where it needs to be in the morning. You're going to be struggling to get out of bed. And this protocol is how you fix this. This is exactly what I've spent a long time finding all this stuff, and you're getting it for free in this video because this is an elite sleep protocol. This will change your life as it's done for mine. So we start with the fundamentals. Obviously, we need to get 8 hours. This should be a given, 8 hours a night. But on a consistent schedule. This is how we optimize for circadian rhythm. Consistency of going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time every single night. You stick to this for a week, it's easy to wake up at the same time, but you have to understand, I understand everyone works, but on your days off, if you want this, you have to wake up at the same time even on your days off. If you don't want to wake up at the same time on weekends, okay, that's fine. But you can't expect this. You can't expect the energy, the circadian rhythm alignment. It's a trade-off, and unfortunately you can't get something for nothing. You can't do it your way, but still want the thing. And that's just unfortunately how it is. Sleep environment, it needs to be a cold room. You're going to get deeper sleep in a cold room, meaning more testosterone production. It needs to be pitch black and darker, deeper sleep, maximum melatonin production. It needs to be quiet so you don't fragment your sleep and wake up throughout the night. And it needs to be clean as well because obviously it just gives you a clearer mind and you don't want stuff everywhere in your room when you're trying to sleep. You want a clean environment. Supplements. This is like sleep hacking now, little changes you can make. Magnesium glycinate, staple, good for like androgen receptors and free testosterone as well. Glycine is an amino acid that I take for sleep. It can reduce your core body temperature and is going to give you deeper sleep, meaning more testosterone. L-theanine is one that I'm recently experimenting with. It basically helps you wind down in the evening and it sort of switches your brain off. If you're someone who's like, if you're like a business owner, like I am, your brain is constantly ticking all of the time and you're thinking about stuff all day, like 7 days a week. This helps you switch off. It's great for winding down. So I recommend that to anyone who's just lying in bed and just is thinking all the time. Eye mask. I use this personally. If you don't want to use an eye mask, get blackout curtains so your room's pitch black. This comes back into the point of it being dark. Mouth tape, interesting one. If you're a mouth breather, this is going to fragment your sleep. You're not going to get into proper deep sleep. By taping your mouth, you make sure you breathe through your nose. This might sound crazy to some people. It might look a bit crazy if you've got a girlfriend as well. And you're lying there, you've got tape over your mouth, you've got your eye mask on, you've got your earplugs in. You might look a bit mad, but who's winning? Because we're getting elite sleep, Tape your mouth. You don't buy the really expensive mouth tapes. Use medical tape. All of these mouth tapes companies are just a scam. They charge like £20 or $20 for just a little bit of tape. If you're going to do this, use medical tape. Tea, more specifically chamomile tea, is what I have every single night. It's great for winding down and relaxing, and I have my scoop of glycine in the tea. Blue light blocking glasses, I've actually got them here. They are these glasses that you wear at night with the red tint, and this is for screens and blocking out blue light. As blue light signals to our brain that it's still daytime. So this is the problem. If you're in bed staring at a screen, you're sending signals to your brain that it's still daytime. Why the hell do you think you can't it takes you an hour to get to sleep? If you're looking at screens in the evening and you need to cut screens an hour before bed, or at an absolute minimum, put them glasses on. You want to, if you can, this isn't like mandatory. I'm not saying right from now on you have to do every single one of these things. Just slowly implement them over time, because otherwise you're going to have no clue what's actually working for you and what's actually moving the needle the most. You can watch the sunrise. This is good for circadian rhythms. Again, light is information to our brain. Watch the sunset, circadian rhythm, helping you wind down, start to produce more melatonin. And this is a massive one. I'd say this to absolutely everyone, is you need to cut caffeine past lunchtime. People say at 2 p.m. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. So say you have your last coffee at 2, you're still going to have half of that coffee, half of that caffeine in your system at 8 p.m. It's not good enough from a testosterone and sleep standpoint. We're here for optimization. I'm not here for mediocrity. I'm here to help guys be the most optimized, best versions of themselves. I cut caffeine at 10:30, but 12 p.m. is what I'm going to recommend at most. Cut caffeine. It's very, very important. Even if you think, oh, I still get to sleep really easily, but it's still in your system. And when it's still in your system, your sleep quality is not going to be the same. And this is a morning routine that you can follow, and an evening routine that you can follow, just so it makes it actionable. You can sort of see what you've actually got to do. Consistent wake up time after 8+ hours a night. So this is, Monday through to Sunday. I wake up at 6:30 every single day. It works for me. And the beautiful thing is I'm just up and I'm energized straight away as soon as my eyes open. And obviously it takes a little bit of time to get to that place. I've been doing this for quite a long time and iterating and refining it over time. It's beautiful. It's worth it. Trust me. Sunlight or light in your eyes. If you can't get, for me, for example, I live in the UK, you can't really go outside in the morning. It's absolutely freezing and it's dark. You can get these little 10,000 lux sunlight lamps. Use that if you can't get sun. If you can get sun in the morning, get straight outside. It's one of the best things you can do. Hydrate with 500 milliliters to a litre of water. You can have a little bit of salt as well. And then I have a cold shower. I just like having cold showers. It gives you a nice buzz to start the day. And then you want to cut caffeine at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. And then we move on to the evening. You do your supplements, magnesium, glycine, L-theanine. You have your herbal tea. You don't want to eat, 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. You don't want to have a massive meal and then get in bed in 30 minutes. Because you're just going to be focused on digesting the food, not actually sleeping. Put your blue light blockers on, and then consistent bedtime. And this is such an elite sleep protocol. You start stacking all of this, it's genuinely life-changing. Genuinely life-changing. And I hope you do implement it, because, nothing's changed if you don't implement what you learn, because action takers always win. Universe will reward the biggest action takers. The next step to taking action is to go and get the free 7-day protocol to reset your testosterone, because you change your testosterone, you change your life. I've taken this sleep protocol straight out of the course. There's 6 other things in there. It's 7 fundamental ways in 7 days of how you can build the foundation for high testosterone. So go and check it out. It takes 10 seconds to download. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.